Good morning, and welcome to your weekly cup of Joe. My name is Joe King. I'm the owner of Physical Therapy Advantage here in North Aurora, and we're coming to you today. We're on our fourth video of a 5-part video series of the top 5 muscle groups to stretch out and to keep better flexibility and keep your mobility as you age. Today we're going to be talking about stretching out your calves and basically your Achilles tendon that goes with it. And then we're also talking about stretching out your hip flexors, the front part of your hip, the marching muscle. All right, last week we talked about stretching out the quads and the hamstrings, and we've previously done some other groups. They're all going to be there in the video, so you can go back and look at those if you happen to miss them. So stretching out the hip flexors to start with. So first and foremost is we can do this in 2 positions. There's lots of other positions to do these in, but I'm going to show you the 2 that I think are very optimal, and you can do it. One's going to be a little less stress in the knees, one's going to be a little bit more stress in the knees. All depends on how you feel. I'm going to show you facing this way, so I'm holding on. I got a dowel rod here and the counter here. Feet are shoulder width apart. You're going to step forward with whatever leg you want to. And you're going to step forward pretty decent. Your foot is not directly in front. It's just directly in front, so your feet are still roughly shoulder width apart, but it's a decent step. All right, my legs are long. I'm going to take a little bit bigger step. And then we bend the knees slightly. Good upright posture. All right. And now what's going to happen is I'm going to, the leg that is back, my right leg that is back, I'm going to tuck my hip underneath me. I'm going to tighten my right butt cheek, basically, and roll my hip underneath me. I'm still staying here. I'm not arching back. Good posture, but I'm going to tighten my right butt cheek and I'm going to roll my hip underneath me. That should initiate a stretch on the front part of your thigh. As you can tell now, my right knee is bent and my right heel is up off the ground. To show you from the video sideways here, my knee is bent and my heel is up off the ground, which is totally fine. I'd rather have you do that because that puts a little less stress on that knee as well. And then once you've tucked your butt underneath, you may come forward just a little bit. And now you have a really nice stretch on the front part of your hip there, your hip flexors. Deep breathing, relaxing, no pain, no leg shaking or anything like that. Just a good healthy stretch to let that tight tissue go. 15, 20, 30 seconds. We alternate on each leg. Okay? Now, another way to do this, same premise, but we get down on our knees to do it, or at least one knee. I'm bringing a pad over because there's concrete underneath our carpet here. We have no padding whatsoever. So I'm a weenie. So I'm going to get down into a half kneel stretch, half kneel stance, I should say. One leg out in front. I'm still holding on. I can hold on over here as well if I need to. That's legal. All right. If you need to use pillows on your carpet, you need to use blanket, fold up a blanket or towels, that's fine too. Just put something down so it doesn't feel so bad on your knee that you're kneeling on. All right. Same thing goes, good upright posture. The leg that is down on the ground, this is my right. I'm going to tighten my right butt cheek. And I'm still rolling that hip underneath. I'm not arching back. I'm keeping good posture. Once I tighten that right butt cheek and roll underneath, I feel that stretch. Okay, I've got it. And now I come forward just a little bit, just to optimize that stretch. This position is optimal because now all other body parts are really relaxing other than this is getting stretched. When you're standing, your opposite leg has to do a little bit more work because you're balancing, all right? You're in a stance. Now your quads are having to work a little bit. Your legs are having to work a lot on your left leg. So you still get a good stretch, but it's not as optimal as being in this position. 15, 20, 30 seconds, 3 times, alternate sides. Next stretch is for your calf, back of your shin, and even down into your Achilles tendon. You've seen a lot of these, lots of different ways to do it. I'm going to show you the classic way to do it. Standing up against the wall, counter, tree, car, whatever you have available, your desk at work, and you put one leg back behind you. All right. Heel is down, feet, hips, and knees, everything's facing forward. Do not let your foot turn out or turn in. Everything's facing forward. Like I said, back leg straight, front leg bent slightly, hands up on your wall, counter, wherever, and you just lean forward. Don't try to push into the wall. Don't try to put a hole in it. Just gently lean into it. Keep that knee straight. The leg is back as best you can to feel that stretch behind the knee, in the calf, wherever you're tight. 15, 20, 30 seconds, alternating 3 times on each side. The calf is made up of 2 different muscle groups, your gastrocnemius and your soleus. We also, when the knee is straight, we stretch out the gastrocnemius. When the knee is bent, and that's what we have to do next, to really get a good stretch and a full stretch on the calf, you're gonna get your soleus. So now, you come out of it, you relax, bend both knees a little bit, all right? Heel still stays on the ground, but your knee is bent, and now I lean forward. Now that stretch should be a little bit lower in the calf and down closer to your Achilles tendon. Hips and knees and feet are facing forward again. Both knees are bent slightly. All right, and now I just lean forward. Don't just lean your chest forward. Make sure everything, your hips come forward too, but keep your heel down and get that good healthy stretch. 3 times for 15, 20, 30 seconds. Alternating sides as well. Calf, hip flexors, great stretches. There's other ways to do it, but those are some classic ways, some really good ways to do it. And you can do it pretty much anywhere you're at, around wherever you're at, work, home, out and about. You can take a break and do those stretches if you feel like your muscles are getting tight. If you have questions about these stretches, any other stretches we've done before in the videos previously, or just any stretches you say, hey, I saw this stretch, can I do this? Or I'd like to get into a stretching routine. Just give us a call, 630-892-8003. That's 630-892-8003. Ask for one of us, myself, Julie, Christine. Love to talk to you about it. Maybe even bring in a free assessment if you want to let you know what we think, where you need to start with your flexibility exercises. If we have to do that, fantastic. We just want to be a resource for the community that we serve. And, we're here for you. Look forward to seeing you next week for your weekly cup of Joe. Bye.